Hey ya! Solely Curious here, and this week on Apple Arcade, we don't have a new game to talk about, aw, but we do have a ton of great updates to amazing fun games such as Bleak Sword, Pattern, Skate City, Pac-Man, Party Royale, Sneaky Sasquatch, and many motorways. Lastly, we do have a full review of Alba, a wildlife adventure. With all that said, we have a lot to talk about, so let's get into it. First, let's talk about the 6 games that were recently updated. Bleak Sword. It is a brutal, dark fantasy action game where your main objective is to strike down all of the creatures and monsters as you traverse through 9 differently designed dioramas in a beautiful yet bloody pixel art style. This latest update includes a brand new chapter with new levels, a new boss with 2 new enemies, several new music tracks, an updated save system, and lastly, several new bug fixes and improvements. Good looking out, guys. Pattern is a truly different puzzle game where you really have to look at the details because the patterns are so complex, yet somehow deliver a relaxing and serene feeling. It must be the music. The latest update delivered over 120 new holiday and around the world patterns, a new load game feature where you can have 3 people playing on the same device with their own save slot, new daily streak options, new game center achievements, and lastly, several bug fixes and improvements. Skate City is a fun skating game where you skate through different venues and locales in several different cities. Instead of something like Tony Hawk that's more open world, there's more of a side scroller, but there's still a ton to do with a boatload of new tricks to learn as well. The last update added is a new venue in Miami, and although this one doesn't add a new location, it still packs a new punch. It includes free gifts at the skate shop from December 18th through the 31st. There's new gear available to purchase at the skate shop, all new music to enjoy while you play, and a new tutorial to more smoothly introduce you into the game. Pac-Man Party Royale is a battle royale version of Pac-Man. We were a little skeptical of this game when it first came out, but with all the updates it's gotten, it has really turned into a fun party game. The only thing it was missing was a multiplayer mode on the same device. And with the latest update, it got just that. You can play with up to 4 people on 4 different controllers at the same time. They also added new winter themes for the mazes, and you can now select your language preferences in the same setting. That is awesome, guys. Sneaky Sasquatch is not only an open world game where you play as a Sasquatch who sneaks around causing havoc on the people and his surrounding, but they've also updated this game so much that it has legitimately turned into a world where you can basically live in. It's full of events and things to do, and you can even have a job that you go to every day. It's insane! This latest update brings a more Christmassy approach with new snowball fights, snowball events, you can build a snowman, have different holiday decorations, and lots of new holiday themed awards. Have you ever dreamed of fixing such horrible things such as a traffic jam? Well, here's your chance. In many motorways, you get to create your own thriving metropolis. You decide which roads to place where and how to control traffic jams via upgrades and more. This latest update includes 2 new maps based on exciting locations, Manila and Rio de Janeiro. New daily and weekly challenges, significant updates to traffic lights, game balance, updates across all maps. You can create multiple profiles so more than one person can play on one account, and they've gotten new improvements to UI scaling. Lastly, let's get into our review of Alba, a wildlife adventure. First, let's talk about what we like about this game. Daniel and I played this game together, separately, but together, and we really got into it. It was really cool how we were able to compete to see who got all the animals pictures first, or who could clear every task on the island first. Just to let you know, I won. Yeah, I got it like that. But before we can say anything else, let's get into what we like best from the game. Firstly, the gameplay is amazing. It's a mix between Stardew Valley, Animal Crossing, and Dora the Explorer. The gameplay is absolutely brilliant and serve a great purpose. The purpose of the game is to take care of the environment by picking up trash around the island, fixing things that are broken in order to rejuvenate tourism, saving injured animals, saving the island from people that wish to do it harm, and lastly, taking a ton of pictures of animals from around the island. They have a guide that shows you all the birds and animals that you can collect, where to collect them, how they sound, and how they look. So if you're into collecting game like Pokemon or Animal Crossing, then this is definitely a similar option to that. How they execute the control is mostly genius as well, especially when it comes to taking photos. All you have to do is move your iPhone or iPad around and snap the photo. The other cool thing about the control is that you only need one hand to move Alba around on iPhone and iPad. There are drawbacks to this, but we'll discuss in the next section. But on the mobile, it's great that they show a compass where you move because it helps guide you in the path you need to go without consistently having to pull up the map, or constantly. The story is great too. You're a Hispanic girl named Alba who's visiting her grandparents on an island in the Mediterranean. While you're there, you get into environmental adventures, get to meet new people, explore an amazingly crafted environment that you'll never want to leave, and lastly, become a hero in the end. We won't give away too much of the story to not ruin the game. Lastly, the music and the sound is great. All the music has a Spanish vibe to it with an island beat. The environment is teeming with sounds from animals, from your footsteps, more people, and more. Now let's talk about what we didn't like about the game. Just a few nitpicks. Firstly, we understand why we can't play this game horizontally on iPhone. But why not allow it on the iPad, guys? On the iPad! Anyway, we love to play with the controller on the iPad, but unfortunately the iPad doesn't allow it and doesn't have a vertical stand anyway. The thing that saved this game for us was the Apple TV version, because we were able to play it in full console mode. Lastly, the story is a little short, but it's nice that they let you live in the world even when the story is over. It's also cool that they give you more tasks even when you've collected everything on the island. Like, hey, can you tell my friend that I have extra ice cream left over from the festival? And you get to do that, or walk a dog for another character. Despite the few nitpicks, this game is amazing, especially coming from a game like Assemble with Care. The developers, Us 2, really came up with a winner here. It's a great world to live in with great graphics, great sounds, an amazing story, and a great moral to the story. With all that said, this game is absolutely DLive HD approved and borderline game of the year. Hey, Us 2, can you guys add more islands to explore in future updates? That would be awesome. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Let us know your thoughts on this week's new updates and how you guys have been doing with Alba, a wildlife adventure. Let us know what you're playing in the comments below. We love talking to you guys. You can also talk to us even more in the Discord server. Info will be in the video description. Remember to like and subscribe for more videos like these. Lastly, check out our Twitter account for gameplay of the latest releases, but most importantly, remember to always stay one up.